Hey there, how you doing? Charlie Winters here with horse racing tips for Thursday, the 1st of August. Well, it's time to pull my socks up. If you can give me a like, I'd really appreciate it. We're just having four horses for Thursday at Goodwood. And as I said, yes, all at Goodwood. There's a big price one. All the rest have, in my opinion, realistic chances of going very close. But the biggest prize, I think, hopefully it can sneak a place. So I've staked £10. I've had 10 pence each way, lucky 15 with the prices, 10 pence each way, lucky 15 without the prices, 25 pence each way singles, and a 50p each way accumulator. I believe that comes to £10. Um, could even be £9. Anyway, doesn't matter. You'll know once you put it on. So let me talk you through it. So in the each way lucky 15, the first selection is Palace Green in the 150 at Goodwood, paying five places instead of three. Nothing fancy about this. It's not a huge price, but it's got a serious chance of winning. It's I believe, ran three times this season so far. Um, the most recent, it was unlucky at Ascot. It found all kinds of trouble. The previous time, it ran over 1 mile 4 furlong for the first time. It was held up. It had every chance with a furlong to go. Didn't on that occasion didn't quite get home. I think it will be capable of getting home over that distance, but on that occasion it didn't. Whether it made up too much ground too quick and just faltered towards the end, I don't know. But I think I think it's Oisin Murphy booked. I think, bear in mind, he has ridden it the vast majority of times anyway. But I think on Thursday, this horse is also owned partly by Qatar, or it used to be owned by Qatar Racing. It's still owned by Qatar. And don't forget, this is the Qatar Glorious Goodwood. So there might be added incentive to win at Goodwood, or maybe the whole objective was to win at Goodwood in the first place rather than the other meetings and just collect place prize money. I don't know. I'm going down a rabbit hole now. But Palace Green has got a serious chance. I'm not telling you anything you don't know because it's second favourite. But I do think, given a smart ride, I think it's got every chance. Bearing in mind, Kevin Stott is now on the naughty step. I can't be doing with him. I just don't think. Don't get wrong. Yorkshire was maybe well and truly fairly beaten, but I'm just not feeling the vibe. We wanted one Saturday for the sixth place out of six. It would have made a guaranteed £500 minimum just for all the horses coming placed and whatever. It don't go on. This was the horse that wasn't good enough, but I just not getting good vibes at the moment. And it was backed in, I believe, from something like 9-2 to 11-4, and couldn't even get in the first four. So I'm not feeling it for Kevin Stott. So I won't be touching any of his mounts soon, anytime soon. So if you know what me looks like, you'll probably be on all his selections from now on because he'll probably end up pipping me everywhere. So the second selection is Kon'nichiwa at 16-1 in the 10 past 4 at Goodwood, paying six places instead of four. This horse is gradually progressing. Its handicap mark is a tad higher than its Racing Post rating so far. But with every single run, its Racing Post rating has been improving, which shows me the horse is getting better. It had no chance last time. It was 125-1, but still ran a decent race. The Racing Post thinks it's got nurseries in it, but not on Thursday because it's too competitive. I think six places at 16-1. I think it can at least get a place, or at least sneak a place, and then let's see what it can do after that. Because they are what the well-known colours is part of the Sangsters. I think they're now joint colours, Sangster and somebody else now. Well, they are very well-known colours. They're not going there just for a day out. Well, they might be going there for a day out, but it's about the breeding operation and getting some cash back as well. Or a legacy, more like. So that's the second selection. The third selection is Shagraan at 11-2 in the 4:45 at Goodwood, paying six places instead of four. I tipped this at Ascot. It was very well backed in a huge field that day. It only ran okay. I'm sticking with it. It ran okay at Windsor, nothing special. It was favourite, so it should have won, but it didn't. It's been dropped a pound from that run. I think it's got every chance at Goodwood, and yeah, it's definitely on the list. Well, in the bet. And one of the more obvious horses in this race. So the next selection is Stellenbosch at 11-2 in the 520 at Goodwood, paying 4 places instead of 3. There's lots of horses that are probably pretty decent, but have never ran before. But how am I supposed to pick those? Because they could be fantastic on breeding, but still backward, carrying a bit of condition. We don't know. I'll tell you probably what will scupper me is there's the Charlie Johnson trained horse, but this horse has got pretty decent racing post rating of 74 for a maiden. That's not bad. That's going to make them actually go. And don't forget, Goodwood is a tricky course where they can start rolling a bit. So don't forget, some of them never ran before. Some of them might be streetwise, and it doesn't matter that they haven't run before. But Stellenbosch has run twice now, solid both runs. It was actually 7-1 on the racing post, 11-2. I'm finding it very difficult to kick it out the first 4. It's got to race prominent, in my opinion, throughout to give it any chance. So those are the 4 selections for Thursday. So if you give me a like or a subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. Charlie Winters, over and out. Cheers, mate.